Manga. Specifically a manga. I'm sure you're a weeb, and that is probably why you clicked on this video, so I don't really need to explain it. But for the people who don't know what a manga is, it's just basically a person who just draws, illustrates, writes. Yeah, that's just about it. I'm sure we all thought of becoming a manga artist or a mangaka itself, but the thing is, you don't know it's hard. Well, how hard it is. You gotta sacrifice lots of things. Sleep schedule, your free time, your chances of getting a woman. Yeah, all that things. Just to make 3 people happy, and yeah. Then my dumb ass thought that, it'll be cool to be a manga artist. I mean, kinda like anime, kinda like manga, so yeah. Yeah. Fast forward a few years and I've made lots of progress. So I thought, maybe I should join a manga contest. And yeah, I did just that. And then I instantly got to work. But this isn't just your ordinary manga competition making video. There is lots that ended up happening. I mean lots. Betrayal, stories, value, life lessons, determination, setbacks, you name it. So, sit back, relax, grab a few snacks, maybe popcorn. Grab the trolleys. They're like my favorite. And yeah, watch me fail as I enter my first ever manga competition. Konnichiwa, Battouso. Watashi wa Maraka no mangaka ni naritai desu.
Fruit. And what does that make? Ketchup.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Good morning, dear chaps. I, the feature editing Battouche, humbly extend my greetings. Alas, my screams at this scene. What who? Yet be assured, I have already dispatched word to Battouche that such mishaps shall not occur.
Nevertheless, my constitution inclines me to idleness, and so I have taken no pains to indulge it. For attend the spectacle alongside me, if it pleases thee in an unexpected authenticity. Faith, 'tis as directed as brass, and perhaps a trifle about me on the crumpet. But there it stands, honest and unrefined. I declare mine own guile. Was wanting this eve, but I vow it shall not happen again.
Tickety-boo. Very good.
Yours with cheeks and chagrin. Battouche, feature editor. One hopes. And I've been making manga for about the same time now. So yeah, welcome to the channel, which will be mostly focusing on art and other activities. So now that you know a little bit about me, yeah, let's just get started. The plan was pretty simple. I didn't have a plan. Yup, I said it. This is probably like the most rawest and unfiltered video you probably are gonna watch, or are gonna watch in like your life. I mean, I do most of the time cut out some stuff. I do redo like the audio, but besides that, I don't have a script to my face. I don't really clickbait you, put all this magical editing on the screen. Anyway, like I said, I just kind of instantly got to work. But my first problem was, how do I put the paper onto the computer? All is good though, because I actually found out that I need a scanner. Well, actually, never mind. I already knew that. But I have a scanner. That's the point. So my stepdad just pretty much set it up on my computer. Oh, and dude, Adobe actually sucks. 'Cause, dude, why does it pick up on every little speck that's on there, bro? More of that later. And then that is when I ran into my second problem. Can someone keep count of all the problems I run into? Anyway, my second problem was that I couldn't import the file into Medibang Paint. I know now, but it took me a little while to figure out. It was actually because Medibang Paint doesn't support much file types, mostly documents if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it only like supports PNG, GPEG, I think, and yeah, that's about it. So now I know I'm gonna switch to Clip Studio Paint in a few years, maybe a few months, and yeah. So then I just used Canva to put all that into there and save it as a PNG. Then I just put it back into Medibang, take it out, put it back into Canva, do some editing, and that was about it. Oh, and this took like lots of space, but more on that later, because that actually becomes like a really big problem. More on that later though. So after that, I just whipped out a few pages, did my magic. Oh, also, I forgot to mention one thing that maybe could be a problem. I actually added Technoblade into my manga. But why is that a problem? Because I can get sued, copyrighted, all that bad stuff for using like a real person in my manga. But Technodad, if you are watching this, I just wanted to let you know that your son, he's a legend. That is exactly why I added him into my manga. He was one of the first important people I added to my manga. Like, literally, dead straight first. But yeah, I just really wanted to honor him, like your son's like a legend. He goes down in fame, all this stuff. But if you do want me to remove him, that is fine. Like, by all means, I will. Alright then, back to the video. Oh, one thing I actually did forget to tell y'all is that I already actually had these pages planned out, I drew them a few years ago. So yeah, that is kind of why they don't look that good. But hey, a few years passed, and so has my old art skills. I actually create peak now. Dude, just look, look at this masterpiece. Hey yo, what the god, bro? But step one was already pretty much done for me, so yeah, that made lots of things easier. But this whole time I just realized, dude, I did not have a cover for my manga. That's the key piece. That is gonna lead them into my story. That is gonna reel in the viewers to my story. But that was a pretty easy fix. I got to work. I didn't really know what theme or what thing I was going for yet, but I did know I did want a creeper face on the cover, since it is basically the mascot of the game. Then I colored half of the page with some Ohuhu markers. I say half because, well, I didn't really have a big set of Ohuhu markers, and there weren't as much to complete it. Later though, the very next day, I actually did get some Ohuhu markers. They came in the mail from my grandma, so that was nice. There were some skin tone markers, but they were fine to take, I think. Now I know you might be like, but Brothers, what is the problem? Because my friend, my child, fine tip markers freaking suck! Alright, let's observe. This is a picture I drew a few months ago with fine tip alcohol markers. And this is a picture I drew about weeks ago with brush alcohol markers. Fine tip alcohol markers just don't flow that good on the page. Unlike alcohol brushes, they actually flow way more better on the page. You could just swoop, and then you get this way more better texture. Unlike fine tip markers that take a very long time to fill the page because of how thin they are. But just like always, I had to suck it up. Oh wait, lost. So I made do with what I had and started drawing. Surprisingly, it didn't actually come out that bad. I didn't fill up the skin all the way because, well, I was gonna scan it anyway and do some changes. So then I scanned it and did some re-improvements and worked on it. This took me about 3 days times, and it wasn't that easy. But I got it done on a summer night. I saved it on monochrome, and then I went to sleep. Yeah, that was the big mistake. I saved it on monochrome. Not on accident, but on purpose. Yeah. Go ahead, call me stupid. I really don't care. So I tried everything, and then I asked Reddit. And then this one person suggested that maybe I do have a backup file, or maybe it's saved. And then I thought, yay, I'm saved! Thank you, magical person. Thank you. Yeah, it didn't save. So, all my 3-day progress was gone. Hours spent, restless nights, all for this? Man. So I gave up. Yup, you hear me right. I was joking. I was too filled with determination to give up, especially at a time like this. So, what did I do? You guessed it. I made the whole thing over again. But this time I changed something. You see, while looking back at it, I noticed something. This abomination right here. So I had to change it. Took a few hours, maybe days. I played with it a little and I found just exactly what I wanted. Now it was time to move on to the next step, which is actually creating the covering. Luckily, the original was saved. The one before that had already edited complete. So I just loaded that into Medibang and did what I always did. The only difference between the newer one and the older one, besides the wording, was that this one was way more better. Probably took me twice as long to make it too. After that, everything was going great. But then later, I ran into another problem. Again. So, you see how I said that Canva would be a really big problem? Well, yeah, it was. Files started taking way too much space. And my computer was on like the verge of dying. It was standing on one leg. So I tried to convince my mom to get one of those things that give you more storage, external storage thingy. She actually said yes, but the only problem is that she said that I'll have to buy it myself. And you already know me, bro, I'm broke. I got no money, bro. Not even a dime to spare, bro. This be me on a freaking regular basis, like actually. So then I set up a CapCut video, and that didn't work. Which got me wondering, like, bro, how do they do it? Like, seriously? So I quit, only for a little while though, don't worry. Cause then I just realized that the storage isn't gonna create itself, so I gotta do that. I looked at a few videos on how to do it and I got the twist and gist. But the only problem, as always, is that, well, my computer is actually set up by an admin, so I just need permission. Permission to clean up cache, access files, all this stuff that is on my computer that I don't actually need. I thought I was over at that point, but some things I can actually access without admin. And after clearing it, man, I got so much storage back. After I was done, I instantly got back to work since I was really late behind schedule. But editing and scanning all the drawings took a really long time. Remember when I said Adobe might be a problem I'd deal with later? Well, that was the main problem I was dealing with at this time. Cause, like I said before, Adobe likes to pick up on every little speck, every little smudge that was on your art. Maybe it's the scanner, I don't know. I mean, I tried cleaning it, but same thing still happened. So that one problem made me do extra work. All was good though, cause I did get lots done either way. One thing I did have to do lots is add my own dialogue since I couldn't find the script. Or the storyboard, same thing basically. And for a few months or a few pages, things were actually looking good. No, seriously, actually, like, no problems, I think. Well, storage was one problem, but that is an easy fix. Also, I had so much free time that I started working on other things outside and inside of manga. Something that did change though was that I got really distracted. It wasn't even a every now and then anymore. I picked up my phone like almost all the time. So then that made me realize that I have to lock in. So with time ticking and so much to do, I decided to block myself off from that. And I got so much more done. And at that point, I was so close to being done. Like this close. Nothing was gonna stop me now. But I did face lots of storage problems. Like, oh my god. Because of that, I couldn't update my computer. That made me a little scared about what could happen next. But as always, I journeyed on. Then, a little later, everything was finally complete. So I went to upload it to the manga contest. But the only problem is I didn't know how. I asked ChatGPT, Reddit, but they weren't really helping. Until I figured it out. Yay! I need better problem solving. So I went to upload everything. Wait. No. I didn't. You see, at this time I ran into a problem. Another one, of course. Could you guess what the problem was? I couldn't find my cover manga page. I looked through files. I searched through the unknown. I searched the upside down. I literally searched every universe there is. And still, it was nowhere to be found. I tried everything. Like, actually. And then I realized, is this really how it is like to be a manga artist? All these fails and all this stuff. I just thought that, man, I don't actually want to be a manga artist anymore. Yeah, bro, this sucks. Like, dude, I don't even care that anymore. Like, honestly, dude, everything I've done, everything I've worked for, just all wasted just because it's one thing. Bro, I quit. Like, honestly. All right, end of the video. Bye. See you next time. Or actually, not. This is like the last video I'm gonna post. So, yeah, bye.
ディ・ルフィ、よろしく。縄解いてやるから俺の仲間になってくれ。
なんだと？断る。自分から悪党になり下がろうってのか？
卑怯じゃねえかよ。お前は俺の目標なんだぞ。約束しろ。いつか必ず俺かお前が世界一の剣豪になるんだ。どっちがなるか競争だ。
お前を守ってくれる仲間が現れる。なのは俺の船じゃねえ。俺の船じゃねえだと、それだけは言っちゃいけねえ。どんな船でも作り出すことに善も悪もねえんだ。この先お前がどんな船を作ろうと構わねえ。だが生み出した船が誰を傷つけようと世界を滅ぼそうとも、生みの親だけはそいつを愛さなくちゃならねえ。生み出したものが旅をした。
April Fools! I'm not quitting. I came this far. I did all this. It was lots of pain. It was lots of sacrifice. And there was so much, and there is so much that I probably left out of like the story. Because I couldn't remember it. But just know, it was bad, bro. Like, it was actually bad. It was like hell. But if it's hell, I gotta go back, you know? Like, I made it hell and back. I gotta tell my story. I gotta tell the story. And remember, a man's dream is valuable like wood. It's the thing that fuels them. So for the third time, I made the cover. Again. But over these past few days, months, I learned lots of tricks from doing all this. Drawing for hours straight. So it took maybe like a day or two. But honestly, this whole journey taught me so much. Like, so much as a person, so much as a human. Not only did it teach me, but it strengthened me. But being a manga artist is not only hard, it's fun if you have the time to be one. It's like one of those chores you look forward to doing every day or weekend. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And after that, I was ready to upload it. And I actually forgot to put one page because I just went and looked at it like about a few hours ago, and I forgot to put like one page. So yeah, that is gonna ruin my chances, bro. But if you want to read it, I'll put it in the link below the description so you can read it. Oh, also join my Discord too. Both will be in the link below. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, because I'm not gonna make a video in like a really long time, bro. Corey Catching style. So see you in a bit or whenever. But out!